Easy strategy. Let's talk about it. You can use it to trade supply and demand simply by just, understanding market structure. I stress that entirely here on this channel. And I always talk about that concept because it is the most important thing that you need to master if you really want to make it in this business of trading supply and demand, okay? Or any particular market. You have to understand first and foremost what the market is doing, okay? I talk about higher highs, higher lows, lower highs. Most traders do. But there's a specific strategy in how I actually trade. Multi-chart confluence, maybe saying, well, what does that mean? Using your higher time frame or higher base chart and then scaling down to a lower base chart. I mark up my higher base chart first, meaning a zone, whether it's supply or demand, and then simply move down or scale down to my lower base chart. Today, I was able to make a little bit over $1,000 within just one quick 60 minutes, 1 hour time frame. And it was pretty easy to do so. I know a lot of people probably say, well, it's not that easy for me, but you have to, and it comes with experience and being able to see what's truly going on in the markets. And I'm going to show you a real good example of what I'm talking about, and I trade the E-mini futures. You could do the same thing trading the micros. I'm not saying you're going to make $1,000 on a day trading the micros unless you have a lot of capital and you're trading, multiple contracts with the micros. On some people or traders that are part of our Discord community, they actually use what do they call them? Brain fart trade copiers, and what that does is they allow them to trade multiple accounts at one time. So let's say you have, 5 different prop firm accounts that you passed, the evals, challenges. Now you've got, I think they call them PA accounts, and you can basically trade copy each one of those accounts together as a group. All right. So if you place a trade and everything, all those accounts are synced in together for that one particular trade, and let's say you picked up $200 on each account, trading the micros, or even $100 on each account, trade the micros, that's $500. Or if you're trading $200 on each account, then that's $1,000. So it's definitely doable. Even trading the micros, but I stick with the E-minis because, I've just built my account up and I prefer to trade the E-minis. And most people are going to move up to the E-mini futures once they have, understand and learn the proper way or correct way how to trade correctly around supply and demand. And because people always ask, what's supply and demand? What is that? It's aggressive buying in areas of selling, and we have to be able to identify them. And what we're looking for are big pushes in the market, where the market makes a nice swing to the upside, a pullback, and then makes another move. And I'll show you an example here, and what I'm talking about. Just using a simple strategy. Again, we're going to mark up a higher base chart and then move down to a lower base chart. But what I wanted to say before I actually get started and breaking down an example here is, if you're interested in really receiving more insight, more information, the trade breakdowns where I go into detail about the setups that I actually take and the ones that I post over on the Discord community, the Discord is down in the description portion of the video. It's free of charge to actually join. So please come join us if you choose to. I took 2 trades today. All right. Just quickly showing this right here. I took a trade right here and right here, one long and one short. I will be breaking those trades down for anyone and everyone that is an elite channel supporter. That's part of that membership group. It's only $6.99. A lot of people spend more than that on the price of a cup of coffee a day. Just $7. That's all it is. We're talking about for a whole month, not just for a day. Most of you spend that on the price of a cup of coffee a day. So somewhere between $35 and probably $50 a week you're spending on coffee. And here's something that may change your life for the better for just $6.99 a month. The link to become an elite channel supporter is down in the description portion of the video. That's where I have tons of video content. It's a private community that where I break down these trades so that you can understand them in reference to market structure, where to place your stop loss, where to place your profit target areas, just kind of giving you the full-on mindset of what I was thinking leading up to the trade and why I took that actual trade. You also get the video playlist and a great video that I covered on market structure just as well for anyone that is struggling with that concept. Now, with that said, again, the link is down in the description portion of the video if you're interested in joining. I thank everyone who supports the channel and is an elite channel supporter, because that's what you're doing, support my efforts as not only a trader, but as a content creator. And in return, I'm giving back perks and rewards through the YouTube tier membership program. Again, let's break this down right quick. So those trades that I took today, I said to the community early on where I made a post earlier today that I will be breaking those trades down. So what we can see, all right, just take a look here. If the market is moving to the upside and it is bullish, say for example here, making a push up a pullback, all right, and then say, let's say it breaks structure to the upside and then pulls back, and then we break structure again. Now, within a swing, you can have another development of a swing, like right here. You see this push up, pull back, and then it moves higher. All right, when it pulled back here, we got another aggressive move to the upside. All right, setting us up for a demand zone. Okay, right here. So we got to push up, pull back, and then it breaks higher right here. So this is aggressive buying to the upside with a pullback, and then we got to push back up to the upside here, breaking above this small swing here or swing high right here on the inside of this area here. So this is the large, well, picture it as being a larger swing, a push up, pull back, and then breaking higher with lots of push or thrust to the upside. Okay, a lot of momentum. So, but inside of this area here, it could be a smaller swing like aggressive buying, 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, aggressive buying, pulls back, and then more aggressive buying to the upside. But this will be the breaker structure on the inside of this swing right here. So picture it being, you know, a development of another or small swing on the inside, like right here, aggressive buying, pull back, boom, broke right here. So with that said, let's take that up back off right quick, because I want to show you that there was an actual demand zone right there. Let's say the demand. Now, what makes this trade interesting to me is where I see it's pushing up, pulling back, and it's breaking structure, okay, on the inside of a swing, which is basically a minor area structure. That's what it is, pushing up and then coming back. But there's a imbalance or a gap attached to it based on this candle right here. Now, when it comes back to this area, you can mark up that zone right there, which is going to be this right here. All right, and I'm going to make it and place it so you can see it on all charts right here. Let me correct the zone because I messed it up. Okay, so now when I scale down to my lower base chart, this is the most important thing first. When we start getting bullish sentiment or direction to the upside or movement to the upside, all right, I'm going to go ahead and mark off the higher base chart to start with. Then once we marked up and found a quality or high probability zone where there's an imbalance or gap attached to it, right, like right here, then I'm going to move down to my lower base chart. I used the 120, which is my higher base chart to start with, and then move down to my 24 range chart. Okay, we'll take a look at it right quick. This is the area right here. All right, take a look. This is that big box you see right here. Don't pay attention to these smaller boxes here. At this time, they don't mean anything. I was marking some stuff up, just kind of looking at the market. But what I'm trying to say here is a larger box. That's that 120 range, larger base or larger time frame demand zone. Now, all we're doing is waiting for the market to come back and tap that higher base chart or higher time frame chart demand zone. When it does that, I'm looking on the inside. Okay, once it taps, is there a smaller 24 range high probability zone, meaning where there's a gap or a imbalance attached to it at right here on the inside of the larger box, right? Right here there is. This is the box I would draw up. As the market retraces, it taps into the higher base box, the higher base zone off the 120R. I trade range based charts, guys, if you don't know by now. And then as it moves lower, I'm looking to the left and said, okay, there's a demand zone resting right here. Okay, right here. So then I'm going to mark that up on my chart. And now I have confluence with two charts. The 120R large demand zone, 24 range smaller demand zone. And when we get the break and close of the candle to the upside, I'm going to actually go long. All right, stop loss goes back below this area here where the rejection or reaction took place at. Going long to what? I'm looking to the left-hand side now. All right, I'm looking to the left-hand side of price. Price is right here. Starts to move. I'm looking to the left-hand side of price to see where if there's gaps to the upside where it could fill at. Yeah, there's a gap on this candle here, a gap on this candle here, here, all the way back up to this, this demand zone, this supply zone resting right here. Okay, so I'm going to aim for that area. Okay, it's a bit of an area of supply coming down, push down, pull back, breaking structure below this area here. Okay, aggressive selling. This is a supply zone. So if I get into this trade, let's say I get into the trade aggressively at 903, or I can get in and right here, break and close at 907. I'm aiming for back up here to fill these gaps here to the left-hand side of the chart and even back up to the supply zone to 923. Nice trade, quick scalp, trading based on confluence on two charts. All right, pick yourself up an easy 10, 12, 15 points. Most times I aim for 20 or more. And also when I'm looking here, I see there's still more gaps back to the upside that need to be filled in. So I'm going to aim for those areas too. What you can do is once you have hit your first target area, maybe this is going to be right here, scale off majority of your contracts all the way down to maybe one contract and leave a runner to see, okay, it's tapped that area. It's come back right here. It hasn't stopped me out below this area here. So I'm still in the trade, and then allow it to continue trailing your stop to the upside. People always ask me, well, how would you trail? Once it's made this high and has tested your first area of profit, made this higher low, and then it breaks to the upside right here, you're going to have your stop resting down here, right? Then move it on the back end below this area here at 906 or 907. Now you have moved it up from back here, say at 896, and now moved it up to 907 to lock in profit. You get what I'm saying, right? So basically that's going to put you at break-even point, okay? Plus or minus a couple ticks. So that's what I would do. But this is how I do it each and every single day when I trade, especially when I see nice setups like this right here. All right, we're already bullish. We haven't really broken any key area structure to where it's making that trend reversal or that pattern to the downside. And also, when it starts to form its bullish movement back to the upside, I'm still looking to go long. So when I found this, you see this area right here. I didn't trade this area here. It happened after I was actually done. I only traded 1 hour today. Again, those two trades I'll be breaking down to the elite members. Again, if you're interested in joining, the link is down below. But I could have traded this right here. And anyone that took this setup here around 11, 10, 11, 15 time frame, you did extremely well because the market just from there just pushed all the way back up to the upside. And it's still, this is a major high right here. So basically, will it do this right here? We know, will it make this high like it did, pull back, make a, made this low, and will it break structure? Give us a major break of structure back to the upside. If it breaks above this major area structure, then look for a pullback to a key area of, newly formed or a nice area where there's an imbalance or gap resting at a demand zone off the break of structure. I said that in several videos already. For all those that struggle with seeing and understanding and looking for, the bigger or larger breaks of structure or smaller breaks of structure, I should say, then wait for the major areas of structure to be taken out. Major high, major low, either it's going to break here or it's going to come down here and break this low here. So if it comes down here, made the low, lower high, and breaks lower, I'll be looking for a pullback to go short. Makes sense, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Mark up the higher base chart first, find confluence, and moving down to the lower base chart, whatever your lower base chart or time frame chart is, or whatever chart you're using for your lower base chart, to find confluence with a smaller zone on the inside of that larger zone. That's how I do it each and every day, all right? I appreciate everyone that takes the time, tunes in, and watch these videos. If you spend time watching the video content, you could, pick up a lot of good and valuable information. Start by understanding and learning market structure. Again, I did a great video covering that. To anyone that's interested in becoming an elite channel supporter, there's a video, okay, where it breaks things down and it'll help educate you surrounding that concept if you're still struggling with that. Again, the link is down in the description portion of the video. Take care. I appreciate it, guys. If you're not already, I'm going to say this before I jump off, a subscriber, what are you waiting for, okay? I provide lots and loads of valuable contents that has helped many traders. And I'm not telling anyone to trade just like me. Trade based on what works for you. If you got a system, strategy, trading plan, all inclusive that works for you, then please continue doing so. I always talk about if it's not broke, then why try to fix it, as long as it's making you money, right? If you're someone that's looking for it, maybe you're a beginner trader trying to identify and find a strategy into 2025 and this is your year, then what you want to give the markets a shot, this is where I talk about a strategy that I use each and every day, and it works very well, okay? But you have to put the effort in, and you have to back test and forward test to see if it's going to work for you or not. If it doesn't, then move on. Find something that does, all right? Because not everybody's going to see everything through the lenses of how I see things, and I'm not going to see it the same way that you see it. We have to find our own common ground and our own little edge in the market. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you're not a subscriber, please take the time. Go ahead, click the sub button now. Make sure to turn your post notifications on by clicking that bell. And last but not least, if you found some value in the content of this video today, please do me the biggest favor and click that thumbs up button right now, that like button, and share the videos as well. Click the share button. Share them with, family, friends, people you know that may be interested in this video content. This could be game changing and life changing for many people, okay? Outside of that, that's all I have, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. The Elite Channel supporters, I will be dropping that video today on the trade breakdowns. Take care. See you in the next one.